All right, so this is not some kind of, goof skit or anything like that. And I say that only because I tend to do those. And this right here, this is some real shit. I expected it to happen at some point. Just not this soon. I was trying to really give it until March or April before somebody loses their mind when it comes to wrestling. I've got my views about wrestling, and I honestly hold back a ton of stuff I really want to say when I'm on Discord or somebody else's channel or doing live commentary with John Newby and whatnot. There's a lot that I want to say, but I don't. I only speak up a tiny bit when I see something happening to one of my wrestlers in someone else's federation. But even then, it's not so much. So look, this right here is concerning Romantic Misery or Romantic Misery 20 or whatnot. Host of The Pen, a show that I was watching, but I didn't really get deep into it. I just didn't. I thought the idea of it was funny. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not one of them dumbasses that, oh, I'm upset, so now I have to say all the bad stuff about you. No, Romantic Misery gave me a lot of great advice at first, gave me a lot of tips, pointers, and things like that about the game, explaining what certain things were, like certain aspects of cement and things like that. And that's all good. And for the most part, honestly, I listened to it, and it helped me get my wrestlers well-rounded. The B did far more at that time, though. But Romantic Misery was cool and chill with me, and both of us during John Newby, his situation when he was getting ready to shut down his Discord server, Romantic Misery and I, we fought together to make sure that that didn't happen. So what has transpired, I had to think about this. I'm a little slow on the uptake on a ton of stuff around me. All right, I am. So I decided to jot down some things that was coming to me, and I'm like, wow, this Romantic Misery is either unstable, a nutcase, an unstable nutcase, or is highly emotionally driven. So when the first sign of something annoying happens, it's an explosion and decides to make every wrong choice, and is very, I'm going to be honest with you, it's extremely beneath me. I had to realize this person was actually gunning for me for a while, and I was just too damn dumb to see it. I'm going to be honest with you. I really was. And I wrote a small list here, and I'm going to go through each one of them. So look, the first time I realized something was kind of up, and I brushed it because I thought maybe I just don't understand the lingo. There's lots of stuff we watched, and I put my comments and certain things during live events. Me and Romantic Misery never seem to have a cross word, and seem to kind of laugh a lot of things. I almost want to, now it's like a bad court case. If you find out that somebody was doing something wrong and then they go to prison, what happens when you find out that the one that actually arrested that person was doing illegal searches and seizures and things like that? Then you have to question everyone that person has arrested. Same with the judge or any kind of prosecutor. You have to go back and now reanalyze everything. And some places are so double jeopardy strict that they just let them go free, because now it's a tainted trial and you can't retry them. And that's what, kind of goes on here. And so everything that Romantic Misery has done that seems slightly questionable, I have to really question, but I'm not going on those tiny things. I'm going on the things that only stood out the most. And so what stood out, the things that stand out the most, and I had to backtrack. I really had to backtrack. So I'm going to give it to you in order and not the way that I saw it. I'll also do a tiny bit of backtracking here and there. So first, I was talking to Romantic Misery on Discord, and we were talking about just working on edits. That's what we were talking about. And then out the clear blue, he says, CAWF is awesome. And with my wrestlers, I think the blue blondes, with them there, it'll even be better. Or the word choice of, it'll even be more posh. I had to check with my coach. I was like, what is posh? I've heard it before. So I'm like, why is that out the clear blue? And it kind of just stopped the conversation. I was like, I don't even understand, and I just left that alone. So then, a week or a week and a half later, not 2 weeks, not a full 2 weeks, that's when John Newby was hosting his event, Thanks But No Thanks. And it was a PRW circuit event, hosting a lot of other promotions and stuff, Thanksgiving thing. And I wasn't on commentary on that one. He started early. I woke up late. So 00 did filled in. And while we had to help him a little bit here and there, 00 still did a great job. And I I was happy. But my wrestler there, Spot Monkey, that's who I was, I sent that. I'd rather have sent Hercules Ludicrum. If I'm going to do a gimmick character in a tournament, I'd rather it be her, but Spot Monkey stole the show. Spot Monkey, if anyone knows what a Spot Monkey is, then you know exactly the whole point of what Spot Monkey is about. That's the whole, and the entire time that Spot Monkey was wrestling, Romantic Misery went out of his way to just insult, saying that he's not jaundice, that would have been a better one, but had hepatitis. It was that he looked sick, and in looking sick, I'm like, okay. And I just thought it was funny. I was not piecing anything together. I was laughing and stuff, and I admit I was like, what? How does he look? Yellow. I don't get it. And instead of using his original attire, which is white, or his second attire, which is dark red, John Newby selected the more orange attire. And he's, Japanese, so he's got that light brown skin tone, that lightish brownish, somewhat yellowish skin tone, but more on the brownish side. So any outfit is going to make him that's yellow, is going to make him look yellow. So that's what happened. I figured, okay, that's what's going wrong. But the thing is, Romantic Misery was using this hatred and this vitriol at me on John Newby's Thanksgiving special. He used something that was supposed to be fun and cool as a platform of hatred, trying to get at me. I guess he thought, since I've created Spot Monkey, that I was going to be upset and defend Spot Monkey. No, I personally don't like Spot Monkey. I don't like that type of wrestler. That's what I don't like. So I'm like, pick on him. I don't give a damn. But then later, realizing that's what he was doing. He was just trying to piss me off. I didn't know it. I was just having fun. That's sick. I don't know why anybody want to know somebody like that. But if you don't know that's what they're doing, of course you're not going to be able to respond. So then a little bit of time after that, out of the clear blue, Romantic Misery jumps on me again. Well, not an attack, and not that I saw it first, but start talking about my edits. My edits have too much hue. They're too bright. They're too colorful and whatnot. And saying that my edit, that an edit, the way their appearances can make or break an edit. So I'm questioning. So you mean to tell me the way someone looks can ruin the entire thing of that wrestler? But I got no answer. And that was suspicious to me. But I'm listening, and I'm like, Romantic Misery at that time in my mind hadn't done me any wrong, because I didn't notice. And so I'm starting to feel a little bit, self-conscious about my edits. Do they look good? Do they look bad? Matter of fact, and I'm giving full disclosure here. I even sent Romantic Misery's version. I was like, I sent him Raga, and he edits Raga, and Raga is black, a black man. All right, that's what Raga is. But obviously, this person doesn't like black people too much, or don't like dark ones, because what he did was he faded the clothes, and then changed Raga's skin tone to light skin, like this almost ashy islander or an ashy Latino or something. I mean, I didn't like it. It looked like one of them chocolate bars that's been set out and just faded over time. Just real faded and light. That's what it looked like. And I wasn't happy with that. And I think that rubbed Romantic Misery the wrong way as well. And I think that pissed him off, because it wasn't that much longer when I was like, okay, well, I mean, you know, there's always CAWF, you know, I could, you know, talk to him for edits. And then he just breaks out with CAWF love. And I'm like, that's another dig at me. What the fuck? That's where I was. I'm like, that came out of nowhere. And see, I know what it is. I've been to high school. I've been to middle school. All right. And a lot of people don't grow out of being stupid. They just don't. The majority of people on this planet do not grow out of being stupid. And Romantic Misery obviously is one of them, because it's so, oh man, it's like Mean Girls. I mean, Romantic Misery is like he's on this period permanently. He's gonna use CAWF. He's gonna use CAWF to piss me off. That's sick. That's sick. You know, he knows how I feel about storylines, which he don't, not thoroughly, because I do like storylines. They just have to be certain types of storylines. But obviously Romantic Misery just obviously ain't bright enough to understand that, or at least question me on that. So obviously this person has something burning on them, and they've got to stick up their ass and trying to get pointed in my direction. And I'm like, what in the hell? 'Cause I don't see what the problem is. And if you got a problem with me, bring it up. That's the easiest thing to do. Bring it up. I had a problem with John Newby. You know what I did? I brought it up. And we didn't squash it. Because if you squash a problem, it just comes back. You solve it. It was solved. And in that case, it was a miscommunication. That's all it was. And he didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. We got an understanding, and through that understanding, it was solved. Awesome. And I would think that we're better friends because of it. And he's, you know, the way John has acted, we seem to be better friends, you know, or at least, you know, very close acquaintances, at least friendly acquaintances. And so after putting that, it's been some time. It's been a bit of time, maybe about a week, maybe 2 weeks. And then suddenly, talking to me about storylines, that came out the clear blue. And I'm like, it's annoying. And I just can't deal. I hit my limit. And I'm like, you know what? I'm like, Jeebus, man. Look, I don't feel like talking about this. You know, this is meaningless, because he, instead of trying to, I know what he was doing, and he couldn't worm his way around logic, so he had to go full stupid. And he got very semantic in his own retorts. And that's when, you know, he wants to insult me, and it's like, well, you know, I know how you feel, and that makes you more like Jim Cornette. And I'm like, that's another dig at me. You know, he's like, yeah, you want to make it 5? You know, and I'm just like, nope. I said, I'm done. I'm leaving the conversation. He's like, yeah, go. You know, so he admits he's taking shots at me. And so, yeah, I'm done. I'm like, fuck it. This is stupid. I banned Romantic Misery. I've left his Twitch account. I've banned him on my Discord. I've hidden all messages because I don't want shit to do with him. I see John Newby's up and probably got my message. So, I mean, to do what romantic misery has done, that's gross. You don't use other people to piss somebody else off. That's gross. That's not even needed. And truth be told, I wasn't hoping to ever have to do anything like this. And putting putting whatever dirty laundry I get out there, don't care. You know why? Because I ain't the only one that's ever going to go through it. I ain't the only one that is currently at this moment that I'm talking going through it. There's other people going through a whole bunch of stupid shit. That's life. Stupid people create stupid shit. Romantic misery caused some stupid shit. Something that could have been solved ages ago. Personally, I don't give a shit about romantic misery. I don't give a fuck what happens to him. He done hit my I don't give a shit list. If you got an issue with me, talk to me. You know, you ain't got to come at me with some anger or whatnot. I'd be like, hey, I'm curious about this. What did you mean by this? What is this all about? Something. Instead of going through almost damn near 2 months of pot shotting, being snarky and hating and using other people's events just to try to piss somebody else off. No, I want better company than that. I do. And officially speaking, I'm not going to sit here and do that. Well, if you're still friends with him, you're not friends with me. No, that's dumb. Do you? Y'all want to be friends and go sing Kumbaya and all that crap? Have at it. I support you. Be friends with romantic misery. All right? Do that. It's just not me. And as I told John Newby, as I said on chat, romantic misery want to, if y'all or somebody want us to still be friends so all this don't come, crashing down to some weird mess, then I want that fuck shit to apologize on his knees to me. Because I didn't deserve this shit. I really didn't. And I already see what may be happening because I've seen it happen many times. Romantic misery sees himself as more of a kind of leader, telling others what to do and how to do it. So if I'm out of the romantic misery friend zone, then that means I must be out of everyone else's. And if that's how they're going to be on Discord or Twitch or something, then fine. Push me away. I was doing this commentary and all this other stuff before I met them. I'll damn sure be doing it after them. And if all this shit comes crashing down and I can't do my commentary, then I'll just do other shit. There's a lot to do in life. As much as I love this commentary and as much as I love doing these simulated things like that, and I like to be more engaging, but if romantic misery's whole plot was to push me away from everyone's favor and Discord and all this, fine. It's all right. I ran into a whole lot of sheep in my life. I would think that they're better than that, but I can't make judgments positive or negative. I can only wait and see how it goes. So, however, if you got questions about what I just said, everything about this, if you got questions, if you want to know I don't know, I done told everything, but if you want to know what's up, you got specific questions, ask me down here, ask me on minds.com/CRW717. You got my Twitter, which is the same thing, CRW717, minds.com, Twitter, Twitch, that's if I'm doing a live event, which I'll start be doing in a few days now. But ask me stuff there. Ask me on Discord. You got my Discord. So that's all good. And I'm done with romantic misery and this commentary. So, thanks for listening. And I hope that you understand at least my side of it. Because I don't like when somebody that I was cool with has a grudge against me and never even told me why or what it is. Anyway, peace.